Yo, what is good, YouTube, and welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're going to be building the best team possible for less than 100,000 MT here in NBA 2K23 MyTEAM. This is the perfect budget squad to start your team off with if you're just getting new to the game, or maybe you're playing no money spent since you got banned and you're starting a new account, things like that. This is the type of team that I would recommend you build. Now, I will say I included one Spotlight Pink Diamond to this squad, so keep that in mind as well. It only takes about 3 to 4 hours to get a pink diamond, so I did include one. I didn't want to include a bunch of them or a bunch of spotlight players or anything like that, but I did include one because I think that's definitely feasible for everybody to be able to grind out at least one of these pink diamonds and have the time to do that. So I did include one of those players to this lineup. But besides that, without further ado, let's hop right into it. Let's start off with the starting point guard position, which is going to be Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I like this SGA card a lot still. Really looking forward to the next SGA because I think he's again going to be one of the top PGs in the game, just like this SGA kind of is. 6'6" with a 6'11" wingspan. He's got a great wingspan, 4 out of 5 hotspots, 5 hops are bully, clutch shooter, midi magician, clamp breaker, and quick first step. No limitless range, no agent 3. That's okay. Playmaking badges are really good. The defensive badges are super solid, even with no anchor and brick wall. Defensive stats aren't incredible, but at 6'6", he's going to hold his own on that, and especially with all the good gold defensive badges. He's got good speed, good shooter, good dunker, and his release is really good. SGA release on quick, I'm a big fan of it, even without normal leaner. That's fine. MJ dribble style, decent-ish sigs. I mean, he's got solid sigs. He's got a very good release, and he's got good size as well. So he's a point guard that can compete against all the top PGs in my team, which I really like, and I definitely think he's a very, very good card to start off our squad with. Luol Deng is going to come in at the 2, another budget player that I absolutely love. I think he's so good. The main reason for that is a couple things. Number one, he's 6'9" with a 7-foot wingspan, so he's got incredible size at the 2. But when you look at his badges, he's not missing a single really crucial badge on the card. Like, probably the most crucial badge you could say would be Agent 3, but he's got anchor and brick wall. He's got clamp breaker, quick first step, bailout, break starter, limitless range, limitless takeoff, posterizer, all in gold, bunch of great Hoff badges as well. He's an elite defender. Decent speed, really good shooter, super solid dunker as well, especially with good finishing badges like fast twitch, limitless takeoff, and posterizer. I like the release. Again, no normal leaner, but that's all right. MJ dribble style, Donovan Mitchell size up, and the lid behind the back are all elite sigs as well. So he's got great sigs, great size, elite defense, and a really good release, as well as great slashing, and one of the more complete diamonds in the game in terms of badges. So for 19,000 MT, he's the perfect guy to start off with at the 2. At the 3 is going to be this new Jerome Williams, and this card is a card that I have not seen many people talk about. Talked about him in episode 2 of my No Money Spent series, but I'm a big fan of this card. He's 6'9" with a 7'1" wingspan, so he's got really good size. He's got hot spots from everywhere outside the 3, nowhere outside the 3, and I know it's only a 70 rated 3 ball, but that's okay. Half limitless takeoff and posterizer are incredible. He's got every single defensive badge in the game on gold, all the key gold playmaking badges except for bailout and break starter, which you can add to him if you like, and you can add a couple shooting badges as well if you'd like catch and shoot and claymore. But he's got great speed, great defensive stats. He's an elite slasher, and I know the 3 ball is low, but he's got an incredible release. KPJ base, Kobe upper on quick is one of the better releases we have in my team right now, as well as the normal leaner, MJ dribble style, normal size up, Steph behind the back, all very solid sigs. I like this card a lot, especially being 6'9" with a 7'1" wingspan at the 3. So he's got great size, great defense, great slashing, a great release, and super solid playmaking ability. For 2,000 MT, he's just an absolute steal. At the 4, we got the most expensive card in this team, which is going to be Marc Gasol, coming in at 23,000 MT, which is almost a quarter of the MT we have to spend on this team. But I really like this card a lot at the 4, at the 5, wherever, but I think the 4 is the perfect spot for him in this team. 7'1" with a 7'4" wingspan is obviously incredible size at power forward. Hotspots from 4 out of 5 spots, 10 hops, smasher, post spin, catch, corner, limitless range, and then 5 elite defensive hops as well as all the key gold Hall of Fame badges. He does need quick first step, but he's basically got everything else that you could ask for outside of limitless takeoff and posterizer. He's not going to be the greatest athlete in the world, pretty mediocre speed and dunking, but he's an elite defender, he's a really good rebounder, and he's an incredible shooter with one of the fastest releases in the game on a center. Now, I will say it looks weird and it's kind of ugly, but it's super fast. So once you get the timing down on it, it is so easy to green. And then he's also got MJ dribble style, Kobe escape, and normal size up with quick drops on a center or a power forward in this case. But a guy with this size having a little bit of playmaking as well is such a nice cherry on top for the card. And I think he's one of the best centers or power forwards in the game, period. So getting him on this type of budget team is super nice. nice. Speaking of best centers in the game, Michael Olowokandi is the one spotlight player that I do recommend you add for this team. I think this card is absolutely exceptional. He's 7 foot with a 7'4" wingspan and a massive, massive, massive player build. Definitely looks bigger than 7 foot, but looks like Shaq out there, really. The finishing badges and the defensive badges are amazing. The playmaking badges are pretty good, but he does need bailout and break starter added, and the shooting badges aren't there. You can add catch and shoot, claymore, slippery off ball if you'd like. I added those to him personally on my no money spent team, and the 3-ball rating is low again, but he's a great defender, incredible dunker, incredible rebounder, incredible size, and very good athleticism as well as playmaking. MJ dribble style, normal size of Kobe escape, Steph behind the back. That type of movement on a guy who's go-to dunk is quick drops off one, the best dunk in my team, as well as the size that he has, and then topping that off with an incredible release, normal leaner. This is Joe Smith's jump shot on quick, which is absolutely money. This card is legitimately, in my opinion, the second best center in the game, and the fact that he is free is absolutely mind-boggling to me. He's worth the 3 or 4 hour grind, 100%. Highly recommend picking him up for the team, and yeah, that's the guy we're starting off with at the center position. Now, at the backup PG is going to be Bob Sir, who's about 7,000 MT right now. And badge-wise, he's really good. Size-wise, he's pretty solid. 6'5" with a 6'9" wingspan, 91 speed and excel, 89 shot 3, 95 driving dunk. The defensive stats aren't incredible, but Hoff clamp breaker, quick first step, catch and shoot, fast twitch, limitless takeoff, and posterizer are amazing. He's got gold limitless range. He's got gold anchor to go with all the other gold defensive badges. His playmaking badges are super solid. His shooting badges are super solid. His finishing badges are obviously incredible. This Book Knight base on quick isn't incredible, but it's really not bad. It's just kind of an average release, and the movement is not great. I don't like pro dribble style on a PG, but everything else is super nice about this card. A budget PG with size, super complete on the badges. I think he's really, really good, and obviously an elite slasher to top it all off, coming in for the budget squad at the backup PG. Now, Wesley Person's going to be our backup too. A lot of people compare this card to Ricky Davis. He doesn't have the SIGs of a Ricky Davis, but he's got pretty good size. His badges are overall pretty solid. Good gold defensive and playmaking badges. Hoff Limitless and Agent 3 is obviously incredible. 96 shot 3, 85 driving dunk, 88 speed and excel. He can standing dunk even with a 25 standing dunk. It literally doesn't matter because he's 6'6", so he can still standing dunk. Standing dunk rating this year is so useless because as long as you're 6'6", you can standing dunk no matter what, so it literally doesn't matter. And the defense is really good, or really solid as well. MJ dribble style, pro size up's okay. A little bit behind the back is really good. His size up escape being basic is not good, which is annoying, but he's got Mikal Bridges base, Oscar Robertson upper on quick, very similar to Ricky Davis's release, as well as that normal leaner. Having a great release with normal leaner, solid SIGs, as well as Hoff Limitless range and Hoff Agent 3s is so nice. So incredible shot maker and a super solid creator as well. Coming in at the 2 for only 3,000 MT, which is just, he's an absolute steal for that price. Terry Mills is going to be our backup small forward. This guy, best thing he gives you is shooting. 6'10" with a 7-foot wingspan, which is absolutely incredible. But Hoff catch and shoot, Agent 3s, bunch of great gold shooting badges, and a 91 shot 3. Now, the finishing badges are super solid on the interior, but no limitless takeoff or poster either. He doesn't have incredible speed. His defense is kind of mediocre, although the defensive badges are pretty good. A lot of those key interior ones, again. This card would be really good at the 4 as well, to be completely honest. The playmaking badges are fine. No clamp breaker, but can get cooked for step. He's a good rebounder, so he gives you great size at the 3, which I really like, so that's a good thing. He also has a really good release, Kobe base on quick, Steph upper, normal leaner, MJ dribble style. The rest of his SIGs aren't good besides the dribble style, but that is all right. This card doesn't have to do much in terms of playmaking or anything like that. His main role on the team is going to be as a shot maker, and you could even swap him and Jerome Williams to have more defense off the bench with Jerome and more shooting in the starters with Terry Mills, which actually I think for this team, even though I think Jerome Williams is the better card, I'm going to swap this out. I'm going to do this just on the fly because I think Terry Mills with his size but lack of defense fits better in the starting lineup than he does coming off the bench. Jerome's going to give you more defense, and I think this fits a little better, but he's 2,000 MT just like Jerome. Both of these cards are great for budget amethyst cards to fit into the team. Backup power forward is going to be Serge Ibaka. I've talked about this card a pretty good amount on my channel since he dropped, but he's 6'10" with a 7'4" wingspan. He's an elite slasher and a really good defender. Incredible defensive stats, really good rebounder. Obviously, the slashing with the stats and the badges is incredible. The shooting badges are solid, even with no limitless range, and the playmaking does need bailout, break starter, and quick first step added, but the release is good. The normal leaner is nice. The movement is not good, but that's okay. He doesn't have to be a playmaker. We got guys who can do that already. So for 8,000 MT, he gives you defense, dunking, size, and a super solid shot with the ability to shoot the three at a high level. And that's about all I need out of my power forward coming off the bench. And then backup center is going to be Kristaps Porzingis, who comes in at 19,000 MT, which I will say is a bit of an overpay for how much he's probably worth at this point, but I do think he is the best backup center we could go with for this price range. 7'3" with a 7'6" wingspan, hot spots from 4 out of 5 spots outside the 3. The shooting badges are incredible. The rest of the badges are kind of mediocre at best, I will say that. Missing a lot of key defensive badges especially. But with that being said, 74 speed and excel would be bad on a 6'11" player, but on a 7'3" center, it is really just fine. He's going to hold his own size-wise and speed-wise. 90 shot 3 is really good. The 90 standing dunk is super valuable. And the defense, while the stats aren't great, again, being 7'3", it's going to help you all out a lot on the interior in terms of defense and rebounding, even missing this defensive stats and badges that aren't elite. The release isn't as great as it used to be, considering we've gotten a lot of elite releases on cards recently, and KP's release being on normal just isn't that incredible anymore, but we're due for a new KP, and that new KP is going to be incredible because this one's still pretty good. And he's been out for over 2 months, almost 2.5 months. So coming in at 19,000 MT is a little bit of an overpay, but he does fit us just into the team at under 100,000 MT. This is a 99,000 MT squad on Xbox right now, and it's a really solid team. Like, this type of team, just to start with, is great. And then you can think about, honestly, I didn't even include this, but if you get Michael Olowokandi, you get Diamond Tyreek Evans, who's better than Bob Sura, probably better than SGA as well, or at least as close to SGA. So you could play him at the point guard position instead if you'd like to. And this is the type of starter squad that is really going to help you out a lot. Starting out the game using this type of team will allow you to compete in both online and offline modes super effectively, and really will help you out a lot when it comes to starting out the game. So I think this is an amazing starter squad for your team. But yeah, that's going to do it for this video. Hopefully y'all did enjoy. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon. I appreciate y'all. Peace.